Now let's take a difficult one. Okay, let's begin with let's factorize x cube, okay, minus 3x squared minus 9x plus minus 5. Okay, we need to factorize this. Okay, that means we have to find out what are its factor. Okay, now as you see, the degree of this polynomial is 3. Okay, so again, first we'll do trial and error method. Okay, first we will find out what is AB over here. If A and B are the zeros of the polynomial, then what is AB? Again, it's, now we will find the factors of the constant term. Okay, factors of minus 5 is what? 1, plus minus 1 and plus minus 5, correct? So what we will do, we will substitute these values into the polynomial and we will try and see that whether the value of the polynomial is coming as 0 or not. So px, let's start with 1. Okay, so what was our polynomial? X cube. Px is equal to x cube minus 3x squared minus 9x minus 5. Now P1 will be what? 1 minus 3 minus 9 minus 5, correct? Now from here you can see this value is not equal to 0. So that means this 1 is not, which means x minus 1 is not the factor, because 1 means when we take it this side it will be x minus 1. So x minus 1 is not a factor. Okay, let's try with minus 1. Okay, with minus 1, let's see what it comes. So when I take minus 1, cube of minus 1 will be minus 1, square of minus 1 will be 1, minus 1 into minus 9 will be plus 9 and minus 5, correct? Now what value comes? You see, minus 5, minus 3 and minus 1 makes minus 9. So 9 and minus 9. So we can say the value is coming as 0. So which means x plus 1 is a factor. Okay, we have already got one factor. Now what we can do, we can divide this. Okay, using this factor we can divide this number, this polynomial, this factor, this will become the divisor. Okay, divisor, and this will become the dividend, and whatever factors come, that will be another factor. If you are asked to do only one factor, then your work is to find the constant term, and there you have to find individually the values of the factors of the constant term. And if suppose something was over here, then we had to bring the leading term, the coefficient of the leading term should come as 1. Okay, and for that, if it comes in, then all will be coming in ratio, and then the constant term, individually the numerator's factor and the denominator's factor, we have to combine, and we have to see what group of numbers we get, and those numbers we are going to substitute, and we are going to check what are the factors. Okay, you can find other factors by you have 4 factors for this factors of 5 we have found out, that is -1, +1, minus 5 plus 5. Okay, and substituting all those you can get. Or so what are the ways you can get? Substituting, okay, all the factors of the constant term, correct? Or if you get, suppose you get one factor, okay, suppose you get one factor, okay, you already got one factor, and the rest of the factors you want to find out, then with that factor, let that factor be gx, okay, let that be gx. If that is gx, then gx you need to divide by px, understood? And suppose I'll show you another one. Okay, this was simple one and the leading term did not have any coefficient. Okay, and suppose if it has got one coefficient, how will you do that? Okay, suppose your question is like, this is given in your textbook only, 2y cube plus y squared minus 2y minus 1, correct? And now you are told to find the factors of the polynomial. Okay, now you see this leading term is having a coefficient, correct? So in here you can't just take one as the one as only the constant term. Okay, you need to divide the leading term's coefficient with the polynomial. Okay, so if I divide this whole thing by 2, what it will come? Y cube plus y square by 2, correct, minus 2 minus y minus half. Now what is my constant now? My constant is minus half. So as it is in ratio, so I told you individually what are the factors of minus 1? Minus 1 will have plus minus 1. And what are the factors of 2? Plus minus 1 and plus minus 2, correct? So I'll be putting into what will be the factor of minus 1 by 2, then it will be plus minus 1 and plus minus 1 by 2. Okay, so let's see, let's check with 1 first. Okay, so when I substitute 1 over here, what will I get? 1 plus 1 into 1 will be 1 and we have 2. So what will be this? Again 1. And what will be this? It will be half again. Now you see, this one and this one cancels, this one cancels, so this is 0, which means x, this is positive 1, so when I take it as a factor it will become negative. So one factor I got, x minus 1. Okay, now let's check with, now here only I can stop and I can directly divide this px by x minus 1. I can get the other factors. Okay, in that case you will be, when you divide this by this, you will be getting a quadratic polynomial. And remember that quadratic polynomial you can again break it down by middle term factor. Okay, that is also possible. That way also you can find it out. Now 1 I got, similarly I'll substitute minus 1 and see. Minus 1 cube we get minus 1 only. Okay, square we get 1. Okay, minus 1 into minus will become plus 1 and this will become half. So again you see -1 is also another factor. So which means x plus 1 is another factor. Correct? So we have already got 2 factors. Now let's check with half. Half cube means 1 by 8. Half square means what? 1 by 4. 1 by 4 we can write it as we have 2 in the denominator, we will write plus 1 by 8. Okay. This 1 by 2. Okay. And this will be 1 by 2. So here we see this is not coming as 0. Okay. So half is not a factor. Now let's check with minus half. Minus half 3 times means it will become minus 8. 1 by minus 1 by 8. 2 times means it will be plus and it will be 1 by 8. Here it will be minus. So minus into minus is plus. So plus half. Okay, and this will be half. So here you see we are getting 0, which means x minus half, no? So it will be plus half. X plus half, which means now we can't write x plus half. We have to write as 2x plus 1. Okay. Why 2x plus 1? If this is a factor, okay, that means half is the 0 of the polynomial. So when we find out 0 of the polynomial, how do we write that? We write it as like this. Correct? So taking LCM, we'll write 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now when 2 is multiplied by 0, what remains? 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So we got 3 factors. One is this one, and this one. X minus 1, x plus 1 and 2x plus 1. Understood? This is how we solve for a cubic polynomial. And for quadratic, as we have showed you previously, like middle term factor also you can do, and same way all the factors we'll take out and we'll find it out. Okay, this is the method of doing. Now one type of question comes from this factor theorem only, that is the factor will be given, okay, and any of the constant term means whatever constant term will be given, that will be or coefficient of the polynomial, that will be hidden. Okay, and you need to find out the value. Suppose a factor is given as gx be a factor of px, okay, where gx is equal to x plus 1 or x minus 1, okay, and px is what? Px is x square plus x plus k, okay, and we need to find out the value of k. Okay, how will you solve this type of problems? It's very easy. We all know that if this is the factor, then x minus 1 will be 0, which means x will be equal to 1. And when I substitute it in P1, what do I get? 1 plus 1 plus k, which means 2 plus k. Correct? Now, if this k's value was given, then the value of the after substituting this one, okay, after substituting the 0 of the polynomial gx, we would have got the value as 0. So which means by the question we can say 2 plus k is equal to 0, because if k's value was given, then automatically the value should have come 0, as it is already stated x minus 1 is a factor. So what will be the value of k? K will be minus 2, because when we take 2 this side, it will be minus 2. This is how this problem can be solved. So these are the types of sums that come under factor theorem. Understood? Now next part of the chapter is algebraic identities. Now this part you have already learnt in your junior classes. These are what we say as formulas. Okay, we know that x plus y, when I say x plus y whole square, what do I mean? X square plus 2xy plus y square, correct? So this is the expansion of this polynomial, correct? Next, if I just change this to minus, how will it affect? This also will change to minus. Rest all remains the same. Why rest all remains the same? Let me tell you. X is positive, so it will be x square. Okay, now here y is negative. Okay, now negative, but we find out the square of it, so negative into negative will become positive. But here you see x is positive, 2 is also positive, but y was negative, so that is the reason we write minus 2xy. Understood? These are the two identities you already know. Another identity that you all have learned is x square minus y square. Suppose x square minus y square is given, then what do you write? You write x plus y into x minus y. And what if it is given as x plus a and x plus b? If it is given in this way, okay, we'll consider as x square plus a plus b x, okay, plus ab. Okay, x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. These are the three basic identities that we have learned in our junior classes. Now we are going to use them in our polynomial. Okay, we are going to use them in our polynomial. Let's see how. Suppose you are given, and also not only polynomials, in numbers also we are going to use them. Okay, now how? Let us see. Now suppose you are given y square. One question is there. Suppose y square plus 3 by 2 into y square minus 3 by 2. Okay, suppose this is there. You might be thinking, what can it be? Answer, you will be multiplying it. No need to do all these things. You will directly use this identity. So your answer will become this. You will take as the first term. This will be your second term. Correct? Okay. So you will write y square whole square minus 3 by 2 whole square, which means y to the power 4 minus 9 by 4. This will be your answer. Okay. Understood? Or suppose you are given another question like x plus 8 into x plus 8 into x minus 10. Okay, so you are told as to find out the suitable identity to do this. Okay, now see here, which is similar, which identity, the three identities that I have written, which is similar to this one? This is similar, correct? But you will be telling that, ma'am, already here it is plus b, but here we have minus 10. So we'll consider b as minus 10. Okay, and we will solve. So First term is x square plus a plus b. What is a? 8. What is b? B is minus 10. Okay. Or we can say minus into plus is minus. So we can directly write minus 10. Correct? Okay. Into x plus a into b. What is a? 8. What is b? Minus 10. Okay. So it will be x square minus 2x minus 80. This will be your answer.